Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the official ARK Podcast, number 167. My name's Coach Brad, and I'm here with the core team. Your host tonight, as always, our fantastic leader, Atlas. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Coach Brad, and folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast. This is Sunday, April 16th. Another amazing day on the ARK. Yes, folks, the ARK continues its growth. 4,491 vault accounts, my friends. Just about to cross the 4,500 milestone. We're going to be hearing more about this growth that's happening here. It's been an absolutely fantastic week. The Crypto Badgers, a.k.a. Bizy Dips and Max Power, with their weekly review in ARK and showcasing their fantastic journey of growth here, have put together another banger, a ripper of a video for us. We're going to see that in the
All aboard!
Today. Liquidity always on the rise, 884,598 BUSD. ILC reserves, 478,643. Nice and steady. Great growth this week. Seeing it hold. And of course, the most exciting part of the podcast, the true crown jewel, the Spark Prize pool, 529.88 ARK, my friends. And that is a street value of $3,025.61, which will be getting deposited directly into the ARK Vault account of the 119th Spark Prize winner. And that'll happen here, live. Before that, we're going to turn it over to Brett Nordine for some updates. We're really coming off of a press release that he put together that was really amazing. Also, our very own Catalyst, official editor-in-chief of the Medium publication at ARK, put a great article together. The masses are hearing about the ARK. They're hearing about the mobile application launched this week. Folks, we are on fire. Isn't that right, Brett?
Yeah, things are looking great. Just been working today on getting the intro video done for our landing page. And that should wrap up the landing page content. We've got everything else finished up. Maybe a couple little details we're going to adjust here and there. But otherwise, things are looking good. Also have a couple edits on the presentation. All those next components are coming. The roadmap as well. The design's finished. We just need to finish some of the tweaks in content. So, yeah, we'll have all those components ready this week, I would expect, ready to present.
Fantastic. And we said last Sunday it was going to be a massive week here. And again, it's played out quite fantastically.
Yeah, coming off, we got to let the PWA kind of sink in and let that marketing do its work. And then, we're ready for the next wave here of content updates and new things that we're going to be presenting to the community. So, yeah, we'll take this time. I know that Scripto King's been busy in the background handling all of the comments and feedback he's been getting on the PWA. We do have some priorities on the list for the most frequently asked feature requests and also the ones that are going to drive the most adoption and help with the onboarding process and all those things. So I know he's been focused on that, and Alex is still working hard on the DApp, the new design that's going to look very similar to what the PWA elements are. So all the designs, the look and feel, everything's been rebranded and it's getting updated right now. So we'll have a lot of things to share and a lot of stuff for the content creators to go out and tell their communities about as well. So yeah, we're going to keep the heat on for the foreseeable future.
It never stops. It never absolutely ever stops. and there's so much coming. And we're going to hear Brandon, the drip guide, saying, and that's not all, folks. For quite some time to come, he's got his hand on the pulse.
With Brandon? Are we going to be on with Brandon tomorrow live? Okay, great.
I think so. Yeah, he's launching his new channel, new and improved. And we had a little chat about that before starting the podcast, but we'll be talking about it a little bit later throughout the podcast, as we do have a timeline to keep. And we do want to get on the all aboard, as we have our resident guest here again, the Crypto Badgers.
Yes. Great video this week, guys, by the way. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it again with you all here.
They always hit the ball out of the park. Never drop the ball. Fantastic. And with that, let's turn it over to Coach Brad for the
all aboard.
Thank you very much, Atlas. We have a great all aboard session tonight, as always, every Sunday. Residents here at the ARK doing their weekly Arkfi Alpha breakdown. Very much looking forward to that. And we'll be using the new bot to show the video. So without further ado, I will get that going.
Oh, great. So I don't need to play it anymore.
No, sir.
And Coach Brad, if they want to pause it, you have the pause commands as well in place. Fantastic.
Don't get
better and better.
A pump would be nice, but remember, there's no financial advice. Crypto Badgers.
Thanks for joining the Crypto Badgers, two degens that like to do our research. I'm Max Power, joined as always by Matt, aka by Z-Dips. A very warm welcome to all of our new subscribers and those who've been with us on the journey. We are here each and every week as your safety net to bring you all the key information from the daily ARK podcast. That is right, 166 days on the bounce. This team has been smearing butter in our crypto gullets, and haven't we been loving it? And there has been alpha dropped. There's been huge news, including this week. It seems like each and every week we're able to bring something new, and that is how quickly this team is delivering. And Matt, a very warm welcome to you. It's been a massive one once again, and I can't wait to get into these stats and news in a moment, because there's lots of exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's been a massive week, Maxie, and you seem to have been on a perpetual holiday the last few weeks, just sunning yourself up there in Bondi and sipping on lattes. I guess you'd have to say it's the lifestyle that the ARK affords.
Yes, it has been. It's time to recalibrate and get back into some routine. There's no doubt about it. But our routine, of course, is this Arkfi weekly video every week. Just brings me right back to earth, and and spend some time with you. So very happy to be here, and some big channel news this week, actually, because, of course, as we will get into later, the release of the mobile app came out to the public this week. The community were absolutely loving it. Anyone who joins ARK via our referral link before April 24 UTC time, that's the end of April 24 UTC time, and deposits a minimum of 30 ARK, we are going to send you 10 ARK for free.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
That's not bad. Not a bad deal. 30 ARK in, 10 on top. Of course, you can deposit more than that, and we will actually, whoever deposits the largest amount between now and that April 24, we'll actually send 40 ARK. That's over $200 in value to whoever sort of joins ARK via our referral link before the end of April 24. Celebrate the release of this mobile app, and for those on the sidelines who are looking for that little extra boost. So if you do that, drop your transaction hash into the Crypto Badgers Telegram, or DM it to one of us, whatever you're most comfortable with, and get that ARK balance cranking, because we're going to want to share the love here, because we have been here for each of these 166 days. And of course, if you are new to ARK, do check out some of our earlier videos on how we got started, and how you can potentially start your journey to get that ROI back and some. A shout out to Chris Dugan, our syndicate leader, actually, who's helping to sponsor this promotion for us. So big thanks to Chris. let's take a look now at all that has been happening. Probably, Matt, I reckon the biggest week we've had in ARK since we've been covering it. The ILC was 453K last week. It's up now at 489. So that's been quite the boost. It has still been ranging, really, hasn't it, between 350 and 500K. It would be nice. There would be a little bit of FOMO, I reckon, Matt, if that went over 500K, because it sort of tips there.
Yeah, indeed. It's threatening. It's threatening, Max.
And new accounts. This is kind of the exciting one, really. We've had around 230 accounts. And I think last week on the video, I mentioned that generally it's been ranging between 120 up to as high as 170. So that's a pretty significant uptick over the course of this week. I think, was it last Wednesday, we had the biggest day ever, 66 new accounts in just one day.
Yeah, post launch, I think that's, obviously you get a lot of new accounts early in the piece, but I think certainly since we've been doing these videos, Max, I think it's the biggest single day I've observed.
Yeah, and obviously liquidity, what was it, 872K last week. Seems to go up by 10K or so every week, so not going to be long before that strikes the 900K mark. Let's go to the weekly Spark Rewards next, Matt, while we're on this page. I mean, this really is just getting ridiculous.
It certainly is, Max. It's been by far the biggest week we've ever seen for Spark Rewards. Multiple all-time highs occurring during the week. Incredibly, Max, every single day over the past week has seen over 500 ARK tokens given away. That is absolutely enormous. For the week, we had a total of 4,042.68 ARK given away at a BUSD street value of $23,083.70. So now we're pushing way up over 180,000 BUSD that's been BUSD value that's been given away since this competition started. So yeah, it's monstrous, Max.
Yeah, I actually got to say, I did actually add to the foundation in a personal.
Did you now?
I did. I hadn't told you that, had I? Yeah, I just thought I got to have an extra,
seat at the table
game for this. So, I went.
183,000 so far given away. I think we can fairly confidently say that mark is the $200,000 mark is going to be breached this coming week, which is absolutely huge.
If you were to have a prediction after 365 days of ARK, over or under $1 million that's been given away?
Oh wow, definitely over.
Wow.
I mean, we're going up this week was 23,000. It'll soon be 30,000 and 40,000 and 50,000. I think it'll go up very, very rapidly towards that $1 million mark. Obviously, we're at 180,000 now, but I think the trajectory or the acceleration of that's gonna really start to kick in.
Huge, if true. NFTs still tick.
Just what do you think on that prediction from Buysy Dips, where at 365 days of ARK, will more than $1 million have been given away?
It's a good question. I'm not sure I'm the best man to answer that. Maybe Catalyst or Brett.
We won't hold you to it, Atlas.
Well, again, I haven't even thought about that. I'm pretty sure someone like Catalyst. Are you there, Mr. Catalyst? I see him here.
If we did the same numbers that we've done to this point, then we'd be on just over 600,000 or something. So with the incremental increases in that, I could see it. But if I was a betting man, I would say no, but I think it will be close.
Yeah, I guess there's about 200 more days left, isn't there? So if you think about it that way, that's around about seven months. So yeah, I mean, at the moment we're at about 100,000 a month. So that's just another 7,000 just as we are, plus the 180 we've already seen, and that's pretty much there. So I think we'll roar through that.
The average daily growth over the 117 drawings is 3.29%. That's the average daily increase. So Well, you do the math.
Well, that's where we're coming to you to do the math because you're really good at it. But we haven't seen yet, my friends, anything. We haven't seen the big push. We haven't seen the folks run over here, understanding the utility, understanding the mobile application in hands, understanding 1.4 billion people, adults on this planet with mobile devices that are unbanked. So hear what you said, Coach Brad, about at this rate, let's wait for Callis to give his numbers as to if we follow this trajectory, but I do believe the trajectory is just getting started. So yeah, definitely.
I'll jump back on after the video.
Okay, perfect. Absolutely.
So reliable, Catalyst. Play on, Brad. Throwing the bot out by pausing.
Yeah, I paused it, but it didn't unpause when I pressed play. Bless you.
Mistletoe, are you there, sir? Let's bring the IT department on the ARK. So I wonder if he's actually unpaused it before. Have you paused and unpaused before, Coach Brad?
I have not. Unfortunately, I have not.
Calling the Mistletoe. He is the bot man here for the ARK.
I know that Mistletoe had to pick somebody up from the airport, so perhaps he is not at this moment available. I will just have to replay.
No, it's going to be a mess through fast forward through it, sir.
Yeah, it is.
Where's the list of commands?
Sorry, what was happening?
How do we unpause the video that we've paused, Mistletoe?
I think it's /resume.
I'll resume. Okay.
12 NFTs sold this week. Didn't get a platinum out this week, but 3 golds went out the door in addition to 9 silvers. But I get the feeling, Matt, with what's to come with the roadmap, it's going to be a bit more linked to these NFTs. We might see a bit of a surge in these over the next few weeks, subject to what gets revealed and all of that. And we'll chat about that a little later on. But let's go first to our little 2%, 1% observations that we make. So this is accounts that are dropping from that 2% to 1%, meaning that they've likely ROI'd, and also obviously meaning that less rewards being paid out, I suppose, in the system. The percentage actually stayed very flat this week for the first time in a few weeks. There were about an additional 70 accounts that dropped from 2% to 1%. But of course, with all those new accounts, that means there's been an increase in people coming in who are on the road to getting the what Atlas says, the fastest ROI in crypto when you come into ARK. So we've seen the percentages stay relatively flat. And good news that once again, no one stuffed up their CWR. 62 still the count of people permanently placed on to 0.5. So that's nice to see that people are, I think that's a bit of an indicator that people are doing their research coming into the system and not making a mistake. Now, let's get on to the news, Matt. Tell us about this mobile app. How has it been received? When did it get out there? What was the fanfare like?
Yeah, look, we've seen history in the making this week with the progressive web app being launched to the public on Friday. It's the first of its kind for any Android app, certainly that I'm aware of, and the feedback has been incredible. It looks absolutely fantastic. The launch of the PWA was also accompanied by a press release, which has sort of been sent out broadly and distributed to crypto media outlets. We've also seen a Medium article published by Catalyst yesterday as well. So, the word is getting out there, spreading. The feedback has been strong. It's an absolutely huge achievement from the team, I feel. And it's just going to be such a critical onboarding tool, a real gateway for mass adoption. And we know that there's a lot more utility coming out in the coming months, but I think getting this PWA out there really just sets the tone, shows what the team can do. It's just going to be an incredibly important piece of the puzzle.
I mean, this is the foundation, really, isn't it, for all that other stuff to work? And there's nothing like it. I mean, even just I've got the Medium article up here from Catalyst on the screen here, and you can just see some of the screenshots here. It's just like there's nothing that's sleek and looks like this at all. Nothing that comes close to it.
Very professional
in the ROI adapt space. And I thought this was not only was the release of the mobile app obviously a massive milestone, but I think it gave a good opportunity, and you can see in this Medium article here, just an opportunity to also just reflect on what the team's been able to do so far.
Yep.
Over 4,300 accounts. That's now 4,400 accounts. All the TVL, the fact that they've been able to, get so many rewards out there through the Spark prize pool, which gets mentioned here. The fact they're able to reassert themselves for their whole mission, which is going after that broader market. I mean, it's something that gets spoken about a lot, taking it to the masses, and this is what that mobile app is going to do. So I think it's, for those of us who've been here since the start, I think it's been a great occasion to kind of reflect on just what's been achieved. And I think for everyone in the community, be feeling, a sense of pride to kind of be part of it.
Well said, Max. Well said.
And what about this roadmap? Because, I mean, everyone always says, when next?
When Lambo.
When Lambo, now the mobile app's out. What's happening next?
Yeah, look, Brett's advised that the roadmap is completed. It's just a question of sort of tidying up from a graphic design sort of perspective before it's publicly released. So I think we'll see something come out this week. That's really my hunch. I don't know that's the case, but I sort of feel that it's going to come out over the next week. And I think it's going to be a really important document at the end of the day, because it's a great thing for influencers and everyone to share with their communities about where the project's heading and some of the exciting things that they're looking to bring in terms of utility. So yeah, it's been, I think it's been an amazing ride so far. And I think the roadmap's going to maybe wow some people some more.
Yeah, can't wait to see it, and just see the whole reaction from the community as well. I sense if anything's been an indication so far, it's that this team, they'll be ambitious.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
They don't set the bar low ever. Really,
they're setting their own standards, which is great.
Yeah. How about in the podcast this week? What's the sort of sentiment been like outside the recordings? I know you're always sniffing around before and afterwards. What's sort of the team been focusing on? How's the chat been?
I guess one of the things that sort of caught my attention this week was just a bit of talk that aside from the vault, the foundation is really sort of representing one of the safest investments in DeFi at the moment. I mean, people can enter there; they can get near 100% APR on their investment. They earn those BUSD rewards. They're sort of not subject to a lot of risk in terms of impermanent loss, which we see is the case with a lot of LPs out there in some of these farms and things like that. Obviously, that's really not the case here, given the stability of the Arkfi token price. And also the fact that you've got exposure to the Spark rewards as well. So that's a super bonus. And your funds are available on call. So where else are you going to put your money for sort of a safe investment where you can earn that sort of APR? So I think that was just one of the things that sort of caught my attention during the week. But there's lots of little tidbits that get discussed here and there in those after shows.
Yeah, and I think just the fact that they've got that suite of products and being able to incentivize as well people to add liquidity, I think, has been a key factor.
For sure. I mean, the Spark rewards. I mean, someone could enter the foundation with $100,000 and have a very modest vault account, and that's going to qualify them for the Spark rewards. So it is very tempting, I think, for a lot of people, and there's more word getting out there about it.
What happened this week on All Aboard?
Yes, another big week on All Aboard Maxi. We had a great Medium article from Fleming covering his first 150 days in the project. He talked about how the sustainable mechanics of Arkfi make it superior to any ROI DApp that he's been involved in. And he actually went as far as to say he classified Arkfi as his best investment in DeFi at the moment, which is pretty huge. We also saw a great video from Ohio Crypto. This one formed part of his Arkfi series, highlighting his journey so far and what he specifically likes about the ecosystem. You wouldn't believe this, Max, but after first making himself eligible, he won the Spark Awards on the first day. What absolutely incredible. So well done and congrats to him. He also gave the Crypto Badgers a big shout out. So a thanks for that, sir. We also heard from Amanda from AJ Metz. She was back with another great video, this time taking us through how she overcame her fears as a new YouTuber, and giving her positive feedback from the community and all the sort of support that sort of has really sort of reassured her. And look, if you haven't seen her videos, make sure that you do. They're very, very down to earth, and we've mentioned before that they really sort of touch on that human element. So that's sort of a niche that I think she can really carve out in the space. We also had Coach Brad present a Medium article from, I'm going to say Mr. Meta, because I can't pronounce his first name with confidence, but Mr. Meta, he's part of the Cryptozoa team. And we saw not one, but two recent videos from our good friend Crypto Fergie, highlighting how refreshing it is to be actually able to pay yourself sooner than later in Arkfi. I guess this sort of compares, Max, to other systems where investors are encouraged to hyper compound. And I guess in those sort of cases, it's really, really easy to forget to actually pay yourself along the way. He also did something that was really interesting and I thought was great from a sort of a practical sense. He sort of went through the entire process using his own wallet of offboarding funds. And he ended up literally getting cash out of an ATM, putting it in his hand, funds from ARK. So it's really sort of shows people that, real money, you can take real money out of this thing. And I thought that was a really nice way to do it.
Yeah, great to see each week lots of YouTubers and content creators getting their stuff featured on All Aboard, including, of course, Crypto Badgers, their Sunday residency on the podcast. Also, I've got on the page here, the Arkfi Airdrop Army. Just a reminder to anyone who hasn't yet joined to open a support ticket and request to be added. The great Mr. Z, who does some of the world's greatest DeFi sessions on the podcast.
They are good, aren't they? They're good.
They're bloody good. And he is running this airdrop group. So do make sure you join and come and learn how to use some different chains and also potentially in the future be part of some testing of the ARK Layer 1 if we ever get there. Maybe we'll see some clues about that in the roadmap this week. And of course, each week we must remind that the Arkfi Medium channel, and on this particular channel, you'll see this show, the Arkfi Weekly, in Medium form, as delivered by Catalyst, who is the stats man of ARK, and always a good place to check in and see what the growth has been like each and every week. And that, Matt, brings us to the end of the news section, which means it is time to have a look at the Badger wallet for the week. Let's take a look here. Now, of course, a significant moment for us. We've dropped down to the 1%. It's been coming. We've been clinging on, but it's not all bad. We've had our turn, earning the 2%. Of course, we can still get into the positive with whether it's referral rewards or if we, choose to redeposit. But I think, we've had a very good run. The principal balance sitting sweetly at 3,300, and really, when you consider on day one, I think we put 640. It was our
thereabouts.
Day one. So that's over the course of 120 odd days now. It really is just incredible growth, and obviously we've been able to kind of take out each week as well. So sitting nicely, I think we'll grin and bear it down on 1% for a while. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. And
definitely not.
For those obviously now coming in just now, you of course will be earning 2%, getting additional rewards compared to us because we've had our time. That's what makes the system fair. We can't just compound away with 2% to max out, which is one of the great things really about this system. So What does that mean for us? Dropping from 2 to 1%. Well, we can't complain still.
No.
We are still going to be, looking at after taxes getting around $80 a day.
Nice.
Very, very respectable. And on the 1%, we can still expect at the end of this month to be sitting over 3,500 in the principal balance, and that's obviously just a couple of weeks away. So I think for now we're pretty content. We are sort of debating about whether to increase those withdrawals after dropping to 1%, but we'll just have a think about it, consider our options. I think I sent you a message during the week in regards to my personal wallet, thinking, I really do switch throughout the week between, I've got to, how much should I draw out? Should I redeposit? Should I stay on 2%? Some of these, and that just is a sign that they've got it spot on right with this game.
Very well designed when you're asking yourself those questions.
There's no clear way to sort of game this to advantage, it feels. So it's what makes it absolutely brilliant. Well, so that's the Badgers situation right now. And just a reminder before we leave, we've got 2 reminders today. One is, of course, that the daily podcast starts each and every day at 4 p.m. EST. So make sure you tune in to hear what the team's got to say. And I think there's going to be lots coming over the course of this week. And, of course, we'll also remind that we've got our referral promotion happening at the moment, where basically if you want to just deposit via the Crypto Badgers referral link, which is in each of our videos, a minimum 30 ARK, and we will send you 10 ARK for free. Which is really just a token of appreciation from us to celebrate the release of that mobile app, and also we feel the impending release of the roadmap as well. And that runs until the end of April 24 UTC time. Whoever apes in the hardest, if you don't mind me saying so, we'll also send 40 ARK for anyone who comes out on top there, as well as our sign of appreciation from us. So that's our little promotion. We do encourage, of course, everyone to sub up, give us a like. You're very close to 1,000 subscribers. Huge.
Tantalizing, Max. Tantalizing.
Huge. Big thanks to everyone who's subbed up, and especially to those in the ARK community. We do really appreciate each and every one of you. So like we do every week here, let's take it out with 50 Cent singing the official Crypto Badger song.
Cheers, Maxie.
Moon, sir, coming live from the crypto world, bringing you all that you need. Let's go. This is the YouTube crypto show with 2 guys who are kind of in the know. Crypto Badgers are here, so you're in the clear. No worry or fear, yeah, we're helping you steer. Shouts to the team, we can't forget Max Power and Bazi Dips. Don't get wrecked, a pump would be nice, but remember, there's no financial advice. Crypto Badgers.
Bang.
And a bit of breaking news, actually. I just Barzy Dips just texted me. I believe we just passed 1,000 subs about 5 minutes to go. So thanks very much to everyone in this community for their support.
Let's go. Congratulations.
It's official. 1K subs?
Hey.
Wow. Well, we can't wait to see 1K directs on the syndicate over at the Crypto Badgers. It's not a matter of if, folks. It's just a matter of when. Let's get this crypto. Love the video. Again, you guys never fail to deliver the goods, the alpha, the great information here. And you do it in style, transparency, integrity. I mean, everything that the ARK is about is definitely shining through and conveyed through your weekly updates. Thank you so much. Is there anybody has a comment for the Badgers? Want to throw some roses at their feet?
Let's go Badgers.
I think I have an Go ahead.
it goes without saying how good your videos are, guys. You know, you spend so much time and effort collecting all of the alpha throughout the week and compile it into a video. And that is why you have a resident spot on the podcast. You know, fantastic work. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. We've got... Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thanks, Atlas. Hey, I got a question. I was noticing that you were using, for the crypto badges, you were using the June Analytics website. Whose dashboard were you looking at when you looked at all the wallets and things like that?
Couldn't quite hear the end of that question.
He was asking where you can look at all those June analytics, where you can see all the wallets and everything in the system.
There was a link back in the day. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly who made the stats. It was a while ago.
Yeah, it's Andrea made it, and if you type in June Analytics Arkfi, you can find it in Google.
If you do /Dune in the chat, it should come up if that's the one you guys are picking
Oh
up.
yeah, that's right. You did make a command for that. Thanks, Mistletoe.
Yeah, the one that I'm looking at is by somebody called @Crypto586. I don't know if that's the same or the right one or the same one. And the reason why I mentioned that is because when I look at the top wallets, the Vault leaderboard, it shows the deposits, and there's somebody there that's like deposited 10,000, and I don't get how they could have deposited 10,000 with a NDV of 9999 whatever.
Yeah, that is not possible. And Max, if you could speak closer to the microphone, please, so everyone can hear you much better. Greatly appreciate it. That was a migration of a hacked wallet of an investor. He actually had two, and that's one of them. He had a Max wallet, and what you see there is through compounding and then moving those Arkfi tokens over to the new uncompromised wallet.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yep. And if you want more details, you can send me a DM, and I'll send you all the information. All right, folks. Is there anyone else has a question or comment before we go and unleash the beast that is Spark?
I think I have an answer to the Crypto Badger's question. So I'm utilizing a daily compounding calculator, and I've put in a 2.18% daily growth rate to the Spark Rewards prize. I know that earlier I said 3.29, but at the very beginning, on the very first day and the second day, we had some huge growth just because the Spark was brand new. So in an effort to be a little bit more conservative, I pulled out those outliers the first couple days, because the Spark prize pool grew at, like, on the second day, there was a 72% increase in the size of the pool. And then on the third day, there was another 60% increase. So those are clearly outliers. The price pool isn't really growing that quickly. So when I removed the outliers, it brought down the daily growth from 3.29% to 2.18%. And that's what I'm using. And if I put in, over the past week, the average amount of the prize pool has been $3,200. So I just took the average, $3,200, using an interest rate of 2.18% daily growth. And I plugged in 248 days because that's the remaining number of days for us to get to 365 days. And I believe that was your question. Where are we going to be after 365 days? Well, the amount of rewards paid out will be approximately $670,000. And as you know from the screen, we've already paid out $184,000. So on day 365, we should be somewhere near $854,000 paid out if we maintain the same average rate of growth. So close to $1 million.
Sheesh. My quick math was quite on point. I'm happy with that.
Well done. Here's a fun fact. On day 365, the Spark prize pool should be over $14,000 per day.
Oh,
that was going to be my next question.
Yeah, $14,354 on December 20th.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
I'll call the Sparking that day.
All right, folks. Thank you so much, Catalyst. Yeah, I don't like to just give an opinion on numbers without having some substantial math behind it. So on the spot, I always like to defer to the experts as they definitely have a better picture of it. I can only give my forecasted opinion on the level of growth, which we stated during the video. We haven't seen anything yet, my friends. So with that, let's get pumped up. Let's get ready to unleash the beast that is Spark. This is your time, folks, to call out the Sparky. Come here, Sparky. Have the second ledger defrosting here. Gotta get a mop. I mean, it is wet, folks.
Let's get this crypto.
Woo, yeah, let's get this crypto, baby.
Oh yeah, let's get this crypto. Let's get this crypto. And there it is, folks. Today's lucky Spark prize winner, my friends. Their wallet ends in BF2A. They won 538.25 ARK, and they are a first-time winner, folks. Congratulations, you are in nitro mode on the ARK. All right, folks. Is it anyone here that's live? Is it someone in your upline, your downline, in your syndicate? Maybe it's your syndicate leader. Whoever it is, they've won. And as a first-time winner, we're going to play the first-time winner jingle for them. It's a bit loud. Watch the volume. Watch your ears, folks. Here we go.
Yeah, let's get this crypto, baby.
Oh, yeah, let's get this crypto.
All right. Never gets old, my friends. And now we're going to shift on over to the DeFi sessions with our very own DeFi crypto expert, Mr. Z. Hope you're doing well today, my friend.
Do we want to get the wheel out of the way?
Okay, sure. Let's do that. I'm ready when you are, sir. Mistletoe just likes giving away every single day more BUSD. How many participants, my friend?
Of course. We got 62 participants today. If you don't know what's going on here, this is our daily sweep widget where we give away $50 to $100 worth of BUSD. Every day after the podcast, we're going to post a new sweep widget link. It's going to take you about 2 to 5 minutes of your time. Go through all the tasks there, like, comment, subscribe, and you'll be entered tomorrow on this beautiful wheel here and hopefully be lucky enough to land your name on the wheel and win some free BUSD. I am ready when you are, Alex.
On the count of 3, 2, 1.
He is just unstoppable. Raphael, you've won another $50 worth of BUSD. Congratulations, sir.
It's like a full-time job for me, man. Well earned. I mean, the man pulls over the truck just to participate every single day here to win the All Aboard contest.
Didn't he win the other day?
Oh, yeah. The man's on fire. The lucky stars are aligning. You got to breathe more, coach, or breathe less. I don't know what the trick is. Ask Raphael.
This is the fourth time.
The fourth time. Oh, my God.
You deserve it.
I'm going to be next to you.
Ace to enter.
And thanks for everyone that participated. If you didn't win tonight, tomorrow you have another opportunity to win it. Same for the Spark rewards. If you didn't win today, tomorrow is another absolute opportunity. And that's one of the great things about being here on the ARK, folks. Thank you for participating, supporting our content creators. So much great content. You go to YouTube, you write ARK, Arkfi, passive income. My friend, it's just amazing the amount of content that's there. Go over to the Medium. You'll see the same. Shout out to all those great content creators. And we're getting one of our very best, our very own Brandon back in the game, back in the race, in it to win it. No doubts about it, folks. And thank you for reminding me, Mr. Mistletoe. Yeah, Brandon, you wanted to say something, sir.
Oh, I just I got the channel is live, and I just did the YouTube does a thing where you request permission to do live streaming, and they make you wait 24 hours. So I just initiated that, and so by 5:12 p.m. tomorrow evening, I'll be able to go live. I'll go live at 6 p.m. and it is the channel is called Well, it's youtube.com/at the DeFi guide. I'll send you a link so people could start subbing.
Yes, let's go ahead and mistletoe Coach Brad. Let's post that here, and let's all go and subscribe. Let's get the party started, folks. Let them know.
Thank you all
and
very
for the
much.
haters, the haters are going to be like,
Bruh.
You can't stop him. You can't stop the Brandon. No, like Eric Fromm, the German philosopher, once wrote, if you are what you have and you lose what you have, then what are you? And we are not what we have, and we are not our jobs, and we are not the things in our lives or our professions. We cannot just identify with that. At the end of the day, we are a person, and our true value, our true worth is inside of every single one of us and our message. So you are not your channel, my friend. You are Brandon. Call him Drip, call him ARK, call him an educator, because that's what you are. And the phoenix rising from the ashes. Let's go.
We'll call it a comeback.
Yeah, we got to do that one. We got to do that one. That's going to be so awesome. All right. Fantastic. Yeah, we'll get that posted over here, folks, and we will get that in the let's see if we can get that into the sweep widget as one of the tasks for the community. So we already start seeing some volume over there, and I'm sure your Telegram group is going to come out in droves to support, subscribe, and party's back on, folks. We can't stop. We don't stop. We just keep getting better and better every single day, folks. And with that, Mr. Z, we are back to you. Hope you're doing well. Enjoying your Sunday.
Let's go. How's it going, everybody? It's good to have a full house here. What a week. It's been a great week I talk DeFi every single week with you folks, every single day of the hour. But ARK has reached utility, guys. We have an app. We have an amazing roadmap coming up. So I'm just really the first dedication I want to make out is to Jan, to Brett, to Green, to Atlas, to the team. We work hard, and this is what we do. We have great utility, and I'm looking forward to what the weeks and months and let's say years have to bring. Let's get it. So yeah, as I say that, Brandon, congrats on the new channel. I can't wait to be a guest as the DeFi guide. That'll be good. And who else do I have to make a shout out to?
Got it. Definitely do that again.
Let's do an airdrop session. Let's talk about ZK Sync. Let's talk about layer ones. Let's have fun with it. And congrats to Rafa for another win. You deserve it, man. Muy grande. It's been a busy week for everybody. Even on my account, it's been a hectic one because we want ARK to be the most educated community out there. We want folks to be understanding testnets and stuff. And in the last couple of days, if you guys go into Sui and ZK Sync, you can see our mod Crypto Colin. He's basically started to do some referrals into Sui network. And who doesn't want to own an NFT like this? This looks. I like the samurai. Looks really, 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 really cool. So if you want to be part of that, testnet NFTs on Mint, do check out the channels. And then we did the same thing. We did a group referral mint on ZK Sync. So on Mint Square. So I think we're becoming one of the most coolest DeFi sessions out there, So yeah, Colin is there for you guys. Taylor's there. I'm there, and we want your crowds to grow. We want good airdrop sessions. We want good DeFi sessions. So that's the update there. Do check out ZK Sync, and you'll find that Colin is doing some testnet mints, and you can be part of that if you provide him your address. So that's pretty cool. Let's continue now into the DeFi sessions now, because I think we are short on time, so I'm going to try to be as quick as possible. So this week we've had the Ethereum hard fork, right? You can call it Chapella, you can call it Shanghai, call it Capella, Beacon Chain merge, but I'll call it Shanghai hard fork because the previous one was London, and then previous to that was Berlin. So we'll keep with the cities. So Shanghai hard fork. It's been, you can say, 48 hours since we've seen Beacon
Got
Chain.
your wallet address, yeah, to prove that it's your wallet.
Wallet address. I have to approve my wallet address. For?
That was a hot mic, Z. You can continue, bro.
Okay, no worries. So in the last, like, you can say 48 hours, we've seen about $1 billion being withdrawn from Ethereum stakes. And these are those moments where, like, we really check on the on-chain data to see if there's not been any delays. Because we've seen that happen on Cardano's ecosystem. We've seen it on Solana's, especially when merges and stuff happen. So for me, it was a day of just looking at doing analytics and looking into how the withdrawals. So I think I put a link as well in the DeFi links for people to see how withdrawals are going. So yeah, here the title reads, $1 billion staked Ethereum withdrawn in 24 hours as round 2 begins. Shanghai, Capella, Bellatrix, Paris, Ethereum performs digital heart surgery at 100 miles per hour. According to on-chain data, the net value of Ethereum removed from staking has surpassed $1 billion in value over the past 24 hours. It again showcasing the network's ability to perform live network-wide updates without issues. See, that's the big thing, guys. You got to realize is when you have a bunch of traffic that comes to you, that's when you have a real test run of how solid the platform is. So we've had a total of $1.7 billion withdrawn in the Shanghai upgrade, and round 2 is about to begin. So we had I think a total of 18 million Ethereum staked with a value of 38.5 billion, and I think 15.7 of that was makes up about total supply of the staked ETH, and 33% staked with Lido. So if you guys look into the Dune analytics, you can see the outflow and stuff. This is some cool stuff I want you guys to kind of fiddle around with to understand the data. And thus far, Ethereum's holding a really good price. If we look into the charts now, so I can open up the charts real quick for you. I think we're currently 2,100. So we're holding a floor at 2,100 or just dipping it just a little bit. But yeah, 2,100. So it's been a solid launch of the latest hard fork. So it's looking really, really good on Ethereum side. So we'll I'm gonna give this a good week test run to see how many in total get withdrawn. But yeah, in the past 24 hours, we've seen $1.7 billion being withdrawn. Remember, these guys were holding their staked Ethereum for the past couple of years, I think 2 years in total. So yeah, congrats to them. They've earned rewards plus their Ethereum back. So that's the first thing that we have to cover.
Are they going to bring it to the ARK?
Yeah, the rumor has it. They've been on the app. They want utility.
They want utility. They want the high yield that's happening here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Vitalik is not paying 2% a day, man. Last time I checked. Lido isn't paying 11.1 billion sitting there, not decaying like fiat, but not at the speed that the ARK sails on.
Absolutely. No, ARK is hyperbolic. We're a sonic boom compared to the earning potentials for sure. So yeah, if you have some ETH that you're withdrawn, do put into the ARK and earn 2% today, not a month. So next in the headlines are Circle. So now we're I think we talked about it yesterday and the day before a little bit about the stablecoin bill that's been drafted out. So Circle execs to join U.S. Congressional Committee hearing on stablecoin payments. The Financial Service Committee issued a memorandum to announce an upcoming hearing titled Understanding Stablecoins, Role in Payments, and the Need for Legislation. So this is something that will be about 2 to 4 hours. And for anything in the world, I will be listening to it because I want to see what they, I mean, is it going to be a tutorial session where you're going to have Circle and other sort of stablecoin heads educating Congress and the U.S. State Committee, or is it going to be another rattling of words? So we'll see. So yeah, the United States House Committee on Financial Services will hold a hearing on April the 19th. So keep that date out to discuss stablecoin's position as a means of payments, whether the ecosystem needs supporting legislation. Circle had this to give as an update thus far on the Silicon Valley Bank, $3 billion that they had sort of locked up there. So Circle had this to say on March 11th. So they go, the following confirmation at the end of the day that the wires initiated on Thursday to remove balances were not yet processed. $3.3 billion of the $40 billion of USDC reserves remain at SVB. Like other customers and depositors who relied on SVB for banking services, Circle joins calls for continuity of this important bank in the U.S. economy and will follow guidance provided by state and federal regulators. So I think this is also going to be a hot topic of the stablecoin payment hearings. So it is going to be the 111th Congress first session. So I look forward to that. So that's the news there. So April the 19th, keep that date out. And I think it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Bloomberg. There's going to be several live events. I'm going to keep an eye and give you guys an insight there. We talked about the stablecoin draft build made by the House Committee yesterday, so we don't have to cover that. But another unfortunate event happened in the Optimism rollup. So this makes me sad. When a layer 2 gets hit, it's not good. So 100 Finance, which is on the Optimism ecosystem, loses $7 million in Optimism hack. The attacker reportedly manipulated the exchange rate between ERC20 tokens and H tokens to steal over $7 million from the protocol. So Certic kind of gave a little tweet and kind of looked into it a little bit. So Certic had this to say. So 100 Finance's attacker manipulated the exchange rate between ERC20 and H tokens, which allowed them to withdraw more tokens than they had originally deposited. The estimated losses of this attack is around $7.4 million. Stay vigilant, right? So we'll continue here. So flash loan attacks take place when a hacker borrows a large amount of funds via a flash loan, a type of uncollateralized loans from a lending protocol. The hacker then combines it with other techniques to manipulate the price of an asset on a decentralized finance, a DeFi platform. So the exchange rate formula was manipulated through cash value. Cash is the amount of WBTC and HBTC contract has. The attacker manipulated it by donating large amounts of WBTC to H tokens contracts so that the exchange rate goes up. Wow. We've seen quite a few, not quite a few, but several different hacks. We saw the Euler hack happen in several factions. The same thing was sort of manipulated. It was a borrowing lending scheme that allowed the hacker in. And then we had the same thing with Mango Markets, another big, you can say AMM. But we've seen majority of the sort of funds being sent back by the hacker. So we can call them white hacks. So we'll see how this one turns out. So 7 million sort of hacked on 100 Finance. So that's the unfortunate event there. Now the last thing I want to cover, do I have a few minutes? Because this will take a few minutes, or should I do this tomorrow?
Let's go ahead and do it tomorrow, my friend. We can we can stay and do a Q&A, but we want the recording to be about an hour, and it is about an hour right now, as we had a nice conversation before starting the podcast tonight. But yeah, Silk Road attacker receives 1-year sentence for 3.4 billion theft. Sheesh. Yeah, let's look at that tomorrow. Very interesting. I've been on top of that case for some time.
Awesome.
So,
we'll go through a rabbit hole tomorrow. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Folks, thanks to every single one of you for coming out to the podcast today. Congratulations to the new Spark winner, the first-time winner, as well as to Raphael for his 4th. Oh, boy. Yeah, his 4th win. The man is on fire, pulling the truck up to take the time to support the content creators here on the ARK. Thank you also to our resident, Mr. Max Power, Bizy Dips, better known as the dynamic duo here on the ARK, the Crypto Badgers. Another banger, another ripper, another great video showcasing their journey as well as all the alpha that happens here on the podcast every single week, folks. We have a amazing week coming up. A lot more to stay tuned for, a lot more alpha information, talk of the utilities, presentations. It just gets better and better. So be prepared. Diligent for another fantastic week of growth. The folks are talking underground, above the clouds, under the water, in the depths, next to the crustaceans over there with under the crypto abyss, my friends. Please take care of yourselves. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time, 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC. And for the folks listening, thank you for your participation through listening. We hope you found it educational as well as entertaining. Goodbye.